Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I want to talk about Hogwarts Legacy. So I got it downloading right now. It looks like it's 76.9 gigabytes on Xbox Series X and S. So I will be doing a test on Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S when it launches. I did pay for the early access version, so $85. I will be able to at least get you some numbers and at least get you, some information as quick as possible. Spoiler free. I'll test it on both Series X. I'll test it on Series S, let you know how I'm feeling. So I'm going to do it a little bit different this time because of the whole freaking freak out over Dead Space. I have decided to play Dead Space on the PC. I'm just going to play it on the PC. I was playing around with it on the monitor tonight. I've been dealing with this Xfinity thing, man. I swear, every single year, it's the exact same thing. My internet speeds slow way down. I call them up, and they're like, yeah, man, we'll send a technician out there. And I'm like, no, dude, I'll go check on my wires and stuff. I mean, like, that's the kind of work I do. I can go and tighten wires and check that. So I'll go and I'll look at everything, and I'll come back and I'll be like, yep, everything's good. I don't need a technician. And then magically, everything just gets fixed. Like now I'm up to 932 megabytes a second again. I swear, man, if I find out that they're trying to get people, people probably fall for that. People probably fall for that, and they send out the technician, and then they bill them a couple $100. No, man, no. Fight with them on the thing and make them fix your internet speed if you're going through Xfinity. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get off that. But yeah, internet, I've been sitting here for 2 hours dealing with this, man, because you have to call them and they have to unthrottle your thing. I swear, man, it's like they do it to be useful or whatever, because I mean, like they probably know that like Google Fiber is getting installed on my street. Hopefully it'll be up by the end of this month. Then I'll sign up for a month or whatever, and I'll see how it is. If it beats my Xfinity, maybe I'll go with them. Maybe I'll just lower my Xfinity speeds to like 25 or something, so that it'll keep doing my home security until I can figure out something else. But I'm kind of excited. I found out that the Google Fibers get put in my neighborhood. Dude, I'm so sorry, man. If you've been here at Frogboy X1 Gaming for a while, you know that sometimes I'll go off onto some little weird tangent and like, dude, it's cool, man. I'm just being me. I'm just being a regular person. I'm not here to be like an internet celebrity or any of that kind of stuff, or influence you to spend all your money on useless stuff. That's not me, man. I'm here to give you some cool information, to be excited with you, to have fun, and to like really be excited about Hogwarts Legacy coming out, man. In 6 freaking days, we get to check this out. Man, so I want to get you the information that I can. But like I was saying, I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. I'm gonna test it on the 1440p monitor first, and then I'll test it on the OLED after I've seen everything on the monitor first. I don't know why, man. I jumped on Dead Space on the OLED, and I just wasn't super impressed with the visuals. And I was like, man, are you serious, man? I get to play this at what? 1440 or 1080p, and it, oh man, like, trust me, I don't have a problem with the low resolution anymore. I really don't. I really kind of moved past that. But when we have other things like The Last of Us come out, and then we have, like Resident Evils and all these other games, like Callisto Protocol and all these ones looking amazing, on a 4K OLED and stuff, I'm just like, gosh dang, man, I felt a little bit wow. And then I put the PC version on the OLED in 4K, and I'm like, wow, dude, that looks incredible. Like, everything's all nice. It doesn't look washed out or anything. It just looks incredible. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, man. The Dolby Vision on the Xbox version does look good, and it does pop, and it looks great. But for some reason, man, just everything looks a lot softer. It doesn't matter what mode you're in. It doesn't matter if you're in resolution or if you're in quality or if you're in performance mode. For some reason, everything just looks kind of soft. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all. Like, these visuals are high quality visuals. They do look pretty dang good, but it looks soft, man. I wasn't expecting that. It threw me off, and I was just like, oh, whatever. I'll play it when I get around to it. You know what I mean? Like, I just had that snobby attitude that I was like, man, I'll just play it when I get around to it. Like, I'm just not into it right now. And everybody got mad at that. And I'm like, it is what it is, man. Like, I don't care about the game. I'll play it. Everybody else is, I mean, Everybody already knows that Dead Space is a good game. Everybody that wants to play it or likes it knows it's a good game, and a remaster is good for them. Me personally, I never played the first one or the second one, so I didn't have that nostalgic attachment to it like a lot of people did. So I don't want people thinking that I'm just like hating on the game to try to get clicks. Like that's not my intention whatsoever. What I have played of it. So I'm to the point, I've been playing it on the PC and the Xbox. Now on the Xbox version, I'm running through it on medium difficulty. And then on the PC version, I'm running behind that and catching that all up. I'm just catching that up on story mode. Like it's fine, man. I'm already struggling. Not struggling, but my first playthrough on medium is a little bit, I don't know, man. It's just kind of it's not fun because everything feels like a bullet sponge. And I should have made a separate video for this, guys. I'm so sorry, man. So I'll just label it Harry Potter, Dead Space, Xfinity, whatever. But the thing is I'm not having fun with the way Dead Space is, because I normally, so on like Resident Evil or something, or other games that are survival horror, because you got to manage your ammo and all of that stuff, normally I just run past most of the freaking like low end like zombies and stuff. But these things that are in Dead Space, I feel like they're bullet sponges on the medium difficulty. It's like 6-7 rounds sometimes, and I'm just like, my gosh, man, why is it so freaking like they shouldn't be? And I mean, that's me like taking off their legs and their arms and stuff like that, and I'm like, wow, dude, what the freak is going on? So it's more frustrating than it is entertaining, because sometimes you just want to turn your brain off and just play the game. And when you're in that kind of a mood, when you just want to turn your brain off, like, dude, I'm having to play these games after coming home from work, man. I'm going to work. I'm working hard all day. I mean, dude, look at my freaking hands, man. They're all cracked and broken. I'm going to work and I'm busting my butt and I'm doing all that, and then I'm coming home and sometimes I just want to turn my brain off, man. But I know that if I don't beat it on medium difficulty, everybody's gonna freak out and like what? I don't even care. Like that's what I mean when I'm saying I just don't care right now. Like I just don't care. I need to turn my brain off. I spent all weekend on Forspoken. And I've been playing that because I can kind of just turn my brain off and just play that. I mean, it feels, I've got like over 40 hours into Forspoken, so I know the systems. It doesn't feel like it feels fine. Like I'm used to it. I know what I'm doing. So it just feels a little bit different. Dead Space, man, like I want to beat that game on a harder level. I do. I want to, but I just don't have like right now, I just don't have the mental capacity to freaking deal with it, man. It's frustrating, going through one of those games. I like to not miss things, and I like to do things a certain way. So like I said in that video that everybody's freaking out about, it's going to take me a little bit of time to actually get through this one. So, not too much time. Hopefully this weekend I can sit down and crank it out. My buddy at work's already gotten through it, man. He's like, dude, it was only 15 hours. And I'm like, my gosh, dude, I'm sorry, man. My focus has been on Forspoken. Like it has been. I like that game. I truly like that game. I'm not just saying that because I got a free code or any of that kind of stuff. No, dude, I bought the PS5 version. I like the game. It's actually pretty good. It really is filling that void. Sorry guys, my eye itches. It really is filling that void the Ubisoft has left, because like I told you before, man, if you've been here at this channel a while, I'm a Ubisoft fanboy. I love their open worlds, and Forspoken is good for me for that. Like it really is good for me. I love the parkour system. Even the story was pretty good. Even the story made sense. Like when I went through it and I got the story. So Forspoken is designed in a way to where you can rush right through the story. And if you don't spend time leveling up, yeah, it's gonna be a little difficult. Maybe toward the maybe toward like the 10-hour mark, it starts to get a little bit more difficult, but not like JRPG difficult. It just gets to a point where it's like kind of difficult. Like you're going to have to be on your toes a lot more, whatever, but it's still manageable. I did it. I managed to get through it. But on my PC build, man, I've spent 10 hours in the first area. Like I'm looking for things. I'm having fun. I went through and I got my second, the firepower. Now I'm just building those up. and I'm having fun. I'm exploring the world. I'm looking at things. I'm trying to find secrets, stuff like that. The reason why I went and got my firepower is because you need that for so that you can use the grappling hook thing to get to certain areas. So I want to be able to explore, and that's what I'm doing on that version. I'm just exploring, and I am still playing the PlayStation 5 version end game, going back and like playing around in there, looking for things and having fun there. Like I'm playing both versions still, and I'm having a good time. Like I really like that game. But I want to get through Dead Space before Harry Potter comes out, or before Hogwarts comes out, so that I can play that and like really just kind of push everything aside and really focus on that and like have some fun, because I know Baby Cakes is gonna need some help with this game. So this is gonna be like her first big like open world RPG that she's gonna have to like take some time, and she really likes Harry Potter. So. And my wife even wants to play it, dude. My wife even wants to play it. That is freaking cool, man. I told her, I was like, yeah, baby, I'll set the Series S up anywhere you want. Let you, like, I'd even buy a second copy of that game under her name if she really likes it and plays it. I would do that. I would give the Series S to my wife to let her play that game whenever she wants, man. I would make sure she could do that whenever. So, I'd possibly even let her just play it on the Series X, and I'd just play it on the PC. I'd just buy a PC version of it. So I don't know, man. That's cool. And I do like having a PC now. It really does kind of help, with the channel. It's how I run the channel, but it also gives me an opening into being able to experience games and experience more, like being able to go back and play like 360 gen games and early Xbox One and stuff, and be able to truly see the visuals that those games were created with. That's pretty cool and pretty eye-opening. Like I like that. Like when you're playing a game like Forspoken or Dead Space, like the PC, you crank everything all the way up, and then you just look at it. And here's my thing, man. On the PC, I just crank everything up, and I'm like, okay, I'll just take it how it is. You know what I mean? Because that's the way I've been with console. I mean, that's the way it's always been with consoles. We get a console and like, dude, Assassin's Creed, when the first one came out, we were getting like 20 something frames a second. Like it was a shaky 30 frames a second. It would drop into the 20s, and I was fine with that, man. I was like, okay, cool, and that's just kind of the position you put yourself in when you buy a console. Like you are accepting what they give you because you bought the console. Now, yeah, they make these promises every single time, man. Geometry engine this or velocity architecture that or whatever they say, and we're like, okay, yeah, that's cool. But then when we get let down, we find a way, because if we like the game, we find a way to be okay with that. There's lots of games, man. The Witcher 3, when that first came out, that game ran poorly. I mean, Bloodborne, man, like all of these games ran poorly when they came out on last gen consoles. But here we are, man. We love those games. We talk about those games. We celebrate those games because we love those games. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't have these unrealistic expectations for the Xbox and the PlayStation anymore. The PlayStation, I'll tell you right now, man, getting that DualSense Edge really did transform that PlayStation experience for me. Like, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I dude, I literally have been using it on the PC and everything because I like the way that controller feels. Like, I love it. It's even got me using my Elite Series 2 again, because now I'm all snobby and want to just be like, nah, I'm just using my good ones. It really is. It really is amazing. So if you have a PlayStation, definitely pick that up. If you're on PC, definitely pick it up. It is pretty solid, man. You will like it. You will appreciate it. I never did really care for the regular DualSense because they just don't feel that good in my hands. They feel cheap and chintzy, and like the Edge, man, it feels so incredible, man. The way these handles are on that thing, man, my gosh, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful experience now, and it feels so good with this little locking mechanism in there to hold your cord in there because you got a 4-hour battery. So nice. So nice. I really do like it. So, man, if you guys like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will definitely have some videos up for you as soon as possible when I can go live. I don't think the New Zealand thing is going to work on that, but I do have 3 days early access for buying the the $80 version. So, man, we're going to check it out. We're definitely going to check it out. Now, I'm going to check it out not to hate on the game. We're moving away from that on Frogboy X1 Gaming, man. We are not going to just blindly hate on games. If I do see a problem with it, like I did with Dead Space, I will let you know, like, hey, man, like, I wasn't feeling the 4K presentation on this game. I know I kind of came off a little bit freaking harsh on that video. I rewatched it, and I'm just like, dang, dude, there's a lot of people that love this game. You really going to come at it like that? And I was like, well, I already did, whatever, life goes on. That's just how I was feeling, man. I was feeling a little bit snobby, man. Everybody going after my freaking cool game Forspoken, like being mean to it and stuff. And I'm like, what the freak, man? You guys are gonna destroy that game. But this one here has the same problems, and you're fine with that? You're 100% fine with that, but you're going to come here to my channel and tell me I like trash games when here you are holding this one up on your shoulders. And I'm like, come on, man. If I can obviously clearly see problems with this game, then everybody can clearly see problems with this game. And if you can't see the problems with the game, that's because you love it and you're blind to the problems like I am with Forspoken. And it's cool. I'm not going to blame you for that. Like, I don't care, dude. If you love Dead Space enough to where you can overlook those flaws, perfect, man. But me, I don't have an attachment to Dead Space. So, yeah, dude, I'm going to call it those flaws. I did the same thing with Forspoken when it came out. When I tried that demo, I was like, ooh, boy, man. I was like, yeah, I'm going to pass on this. But then I kept playing it. I kept going back because it was intriguing and I wanted to see it. And then finally I got to the point where I was like, wow, this is really good. I'll play it on my monitor. I'll get it on the PC so I don't have, you know what I mean? Like, I found a way to love that game because there's so much more to love about it than there is to hate about it. So that's kind of where I'm at, man. And I hope that if you unsubscribed and you still come back and you watch, I hope that you can accept my apology for not necessarily hating on Dead Space, but being a little bit too harsh with it. Because, dude, I do that a lot, man. I don't mean to do it. Trust me, it's not clickbait. It really isn't clickbait. I don't want to make people mad about things. Like, I don't. I just want us all to be able to find the games we want and to be able to enjoy them and to help you find a way to enjoy them. So, yeah. All right, man. We'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.